I'm Dr. Stephanie Bathurst, founder of Bathurst Family Therapy, LLC. I'm a board-certified clinical sexologist, a licensed clinical marriage and family therapist, a certified professional life coach, and a certified integrative medicine specialist for mental health. I provide therapeutic services to clients across the globe. I host intensive workshops for couples throughout the year, and I teach continuing education seminars to other professionals in the health fields. This video is intended for new clients who are interested in gaining some important information before scheduling an initial session. If after this video you still have questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. All of my contact information is on my website along with an inquiry form. Who do I work with? I work with clients who are 17 years and above, all gender presentations, ethnicities, and races. My specialties are sexual difficulties, which can include things like sexual dysfunction, performance anxiety, addiction, incongruent libidos, kink and BDSM, ethical non-monogamy, and orgasm blockage. Relationship difficulties, which can include infidelity, resentment repair, premarital counseling, intimacy improvement, life transition, discernment counseling, co-parenting, and many more. And individual difficulties, which can include things like anxiety, depression, ADHD, identity development, attachment healing, women's health, stress management, and disordered eating. What is my approach? One of the many ways that sets me apart from the typical clinician is my eclectic approach. I maintain training and certifications in a number of different modalities, which allow me to deeply personalize a treatment plan to your exact needs. My preference toward empirically backed approaches ensures efficacy of what we work on, which means that you see improvement and results quickly. I have two primary goals as a clinician. The first is to improve the quality of life of every client that I engage with. The second is for each client to become self-sufficient in their own growth journey at some point down the road. As much as I truly enjoy working with every one of my clients, I believe that therapy should be a momentary scaffolding that builds you up and supports you while you practice and refine the skill sets needed for you to have the life that you want. Once we get to the maintenance stage of change, we want to start dropping down the frequency of sessions. In addition to the therapeutic modalities that I implement, I also tie in a component of functional medicine for holistic healing. Often working in collaboration with a client's medical doctor, physical therapist, Ayurvedic healer, or spiritual guide, I offer lifestyle amendments, herbal supplementation recommendations, and somatic bodywork techniques to heal systemic issues like pain, mood disruption, low libido, brain fog, and low motivation. How does insurance and payment work? I am considered an out-of-network provider, which means I do not process or mediate directly with insurance companies. There are many reasons for this. First, clinical sexology remains unrecognized as a reimbursable code by most insurance panels. Second, the therapy notes necessary for me to submit are not held confidentially from anyone working within the insurance company itself, which opposes my oath as a provider to ensure that your private information stays private. If you have a plan that offers out-of-network coverage, I am happy to provide a receipt after each payment. The receipts that I provide contain all necessary codes and information so that you may submit the receipt directly to your insurance representative for them to reimburse you based on the percentage of cost that your plan covers. As for payment, I do accept Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, check, and credit card processing. My hourly fee ranges based on your annual household income. I'm new to therapy. How does it work? In the beginning, I strongly recommend that we meet on a weekly basis to develop our relationship. Once we feel like we are in a good groove, we can certainly titrate down the frequency. I offer a variety of durations ranging from 1 to 3 hour blocks. This is dependent on your needs. If you feel like you work best being hyper-focused for a long period of time, then a longer duration session is most conducive for you. If you feel easily overwhelmed and need extra time to process information, then a shorter duration session may work better. The way that I prefer to format sessions is that each client is responsible for bringing the content. I will help you process it in a healthy and constructive way. Come to your initial session prepared with at least one goal. We can figure out the rest together. I strongly encourage you to bring a pen and a paper to session. You are guaranteed to leave each session with a new perspective to think about, activities to work on, questions to answer, and it can be really helpful to have the process written down in a concrete form, since you may leave the session feeling a little drained or overwhelmed. Of course, if you're struggling to remember what to do or how to implement something that we talked about in session, you can always reach out to me in between. And lastly, the intake process. Although I do have a home office in Woodstock, Maryland, most of my clients are preferring to remain virtual at this time. Prior to the initial session, I will email out intake forms from Sign Now, which is a HIPAA-compliant e-signature documentation forum. You will also receive a personal email from me, overviewing general information and confirming your appointment time. All Zoom links and calendar reminders get dispersed the Sunday prior to your scheduled appointment. This is it for the general overview. I appreciate you taking the time to consider if this is a good clinical fit for your needs. I look forward to supporting you in creating the person that you want to be and coming to fruition the relationship that you've always envisioned. Thank you.